Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a month of Sundays, but I promised that I would come on here and talk about my semaglutide journey and answer any questions that you guys may have. So that's what we're gonna do. Hey everyone. Good evening. I know it's been so long since I've gone live, but I did promise that I would come on and talk about it. Hey girl. Since I really haven't talked about it too much and I officially started. Hi Nikki. So since I officially started, but wanted to talk about, hello from Florida. How's the weather in Florida? But I did want to, talk about it. Okay. Marissa says she's been on Wegovy for a month, so she's interested in my perspective. Okay. So I'm going to start with why I even decided to do it. So if you're new here, which I don't think anybody's new here, but maybe someone came in just by the title. Ebony, you've been on Zepbound for a month? Okay, Ebony, we're going to talk also. So one of the main reasons that I decided to do semaglutide and why I was really worried about my weight is because after cancer treatment, I just finished breast cancer treatment back in June. And the amount of weight that I gained during treatment for me was just a lot. My normal healthy weight range and my personal threshold and where I feel the most comfortable is around 155 pounds. I'm barely 5'3". 155 is good for me, but I like to teeter between 145, 155. Anything after that, that's my girl pull up threshold. And as a result of chemotherapy and being sedentary and steroids every week, I ballooned during treatment and I got up to 187. During that time when I got up to 187 during treatment, that was just really, really hard on me, harder on my organs. And chemo was already beating my ass from the inside out. I was left with fatty liver disease. I had some cardiotoxicity, and then the weight that some of it came off when I got off the steroids, but not all of it. And then I also was left with chemotherapy-induced menopause. So my hormones are doing a thing. So months of steroids, being sedentary, fatty liver issues, and now that and then the chemotherapy-induced menopause, it was really, really bad. But oncology, they just do oncology. They just do cancer. So once I technically was cancer-free, they didn't give a fuck about anything else I had going on. And then the result of the answer to everything was just, you're overweight, you need to lose weight. So it was very frustrating I got big to save my life, but now it's bitch, you just big and you need to go lose weight. And it's just not coming off the way I'm used to. My body is different. So I decided, baby, I've been injected with everything else at this point. What's another needle? So I decided, I've been tinkering around and thinking about it for a while. And a girlfriend of mine sent me some research where it said that weight loss injections can reverse fatty liver disease, which I was stage 1. And part of me keeping it at bay is I need to keep my weight down. I need to be in a healthy weight range. So I jokingly was let me get some Ozempic or some semaglutide to combat my fatty liver. I was joking. I was doctor's orders. Well, then a company did reach out to me, Osprey Medical Weight Loss, and we're hey, do you want to do this Do you want to work with us? And we'll give it to you for 3 months. Yes. Yes, I do. So, but you all know me. I don't do anything without doing research. So on top of it can help with fatty liver disease, it can also show some kidney improvements, which y'all know I have kidney stones, I have other kidney issues, and it also can improve some cardiovascular things. I did also make sure that I got another heart test before I left Houston and moved home to make sure everything is functioning properly. So I'm good. So I hope that also answers, because someone asked, one of the questions someone asked was, my concerns, or were there any concerns about me doing it, seeing as though I just finished breast cancer treatment. It's perfectly fine. Also, in my research that I was doing, I also came across a number of other women who were doing the same thing as a result after cancer treatment. So, I mean, as with anything, there is risk involved. I mean, there was risk involved with me doing chemo. But I just am not that fearful after everything that I just went through. So that is what I decided to do. So I have actually had my injections here for a couple of weeks, but if you've been following, I had that really nasty sinus infection. You probably hear just like a tiny bit of it left. And that was like keeping me down for 2 weeks. So I didn't want to start then. So I started this Monday, and my starting weight on Monday was 176, and it is Thursday and I'm already 171. The girl has no appetite at all. I try to eat just to make sure I'm eating something and putting some kind of fuel in my body, and I make sure that I try to be like as hydrated as possible. Yeah, let's see. Will you take the medication? Anitra says, will you take the medication they give cancer patients for 5 years, and will the shots work well with it? I'm not sure. Anitra, I don't know if you're referring to immunotherapy. I already did my immunotherapy. If that's what you're referring to, I already did my immunotherapy infusions. I don't have any, I'm done with cancer, baby. We're just doing scans at this point. So I don't think so. Let's see. Any downtime after, how do I feel? So what I did working with, and I will be making content because I am in partnership with them, but with Osprey Medical Wellness, it was online. It was virtual. I definitely had to do some screening. You have to actually have a call with the physician. They set you up. You do it on Zoom. You fill out all the forms. You do the things. And then they will determine if you are even a good candidate. So, I was very honest with everything that I've been through. They'll determine if you're a good candidate. They'll see what kind or what combo or compound that you need. And then they send it to you. So I know some people that may have to go into an office to get their injection. I literally am doing mine in the comfort of my own home. I did it Monday morning at 8:30 in the morning, literally right before I walked out the door to go to work, right in the kitchen. And then I got in the car and I said, bye. I did it so quick. My mom was like, I said, oh, okay, I'm leaving. She said, you're already done? I'm already done. And that's what I did. Downtime, there was no downtime. I got in the car and I went to work, and that was it. And I'll do it. My injections are once a week, so it's not every day. I think there are some pill forms that some people have to take every day that I've seen. I'm doing a little bit of research on. Some people may do their injections every other week. I'm doing mine once a week. They've started me on 0.25. And then next month I'll go to 0.5. And then the month after that, I will go to 1. So you progressively go up. And I just get to do it at home. So and I felt fine. I had heard from some friends of mine who are also doing it and have been doing it for quite some time. A girlfriend of mine, she's over a year in. She started in May of 23. I have another good girlfriend. She's been doing it for some months now. It's interesting now that I've shared that I'm doing it. Now my inbox is like flooding with like everybody who's doing it too. So I was like, girl, no one was telling a secret. I had heard from other people and things that I have seen, like potential side effects, having headaches, nausea, vomiting, constipation, or diarrhea. Now, one of my things where I was very hesitant to even do it, because if anybody was following through my chemo journey, the constipation was so bad. It was awful. Awful. So when I heard constipation could be one of the things, I was like, oh, girl, well, then this just might not be for me. Everybody's different. I have a girlfriend. She experiences the constipation, but she's like, it's really not that bad. You either just, for her, it was just increasing your fiber and making sure you're drinking enough water. And it was maybe like one day around her injection. Another girlfriend of mine, she was like, she just experienced like a little bit of diarrhea, but it literally was around like the day that she does her injection. She also says like, oh, maybe do your injection in the evening, because if you're going to feel any type of way, you're probably just going to go to bed anyway. Me, because I'm a terrorist and I'm a glutton for punishment, and I love all things science experiments, and so I can give people the real, I did it on a Monday morning on an empty stomach right before I went to work. So I was like, if I'm going to feel anything, I'm going to feel something. They also say, so there are 3 places you can do your injection. You can do it in your stomach, you can do it in your thigh, or you can do it like on the fatty part of your arm. They do say rotate. I've seen things where you do your injection. So like some people, they feel more nauseous when they do it in their stomach as opposed to if they do it in their thigh or their arm. So I said, we finna just raw dog this in my stomach Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. and see what happens. And me personally, I was fine. I did do it on an empty stomach. I didn't have anything to eat. But the food noise and the chatter, completely gone. Completely gone. I haven't had any, so the only gastro issue I'll say I have had, like I have not had any nausea, any vomiting, like none of that. The bowels have been fine, except for today. But I honestly think it was more because if y'all watch my stories, I went out last night and I was warned that your alcohol intake may change. I had 3 cocktails last night and 2 tacos, and I woke up this morning, my stomach was like, no ma'am, you can't do that no more. You can't do that anymore. Hey Malaya, can't do that anymore. So, all right, so Ebony says she goes in because she can't stick herself. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stick myself, but then I was like, I have been poked and prodded because of cancer, and I had to get my immunity shot in my stomach during phase 2 of chemo, and that felt like nothing. So I was like, if I can do it, I'm not going to lie, I was nervous because it's one thing getting stuck, it's another thing doing it yourself. But I was able to do it. It was perfectly fine. So I was like, oh, bitch, we in here. Let's see. Okay. Some people are saying that. Okay, let's see. Marissa says, I'm on 0.25 as well. Lost 10 pounds so far. Okay. So you want to stay at that dose. Okay, so she says she feels nauseous every once in a while, but nothing major. Yeah, I don't feel nauseous. And I have experienced nausea during chemo. So the girl knows nausea. Yeah, so I don't have any nausea now. I do hear like maybe once the dose increases. I have seen them saying like for people who do, like, oh, you can get, prescribed Zofran. If y'all remember, I had Zofran during chemo and I fucking hated it, which I'm not understanding giving Zofran. Well, if it's already causing if it could cause constipation, and then you're giving me Zofran for the nausea, the side effect of Zofran is constipation. That's why I didn't take it. It was awful. The nausea meds give you constipation. So that was... okay, let's see. Candace says, keep track of when you do, because you'll look up and realize that you haven't been in a week. What do you mean? Like if I haven't gone to the bathroom or something? Maybe I keep track. I keep track of everything anyway. Okay, so someone else says, the only time I ever felt nauseous while on it was after I've been out drinking. Yeah, me drinking last night was like, I felt fine while I was drinking. I didn't feel that great this morning. And I know specifically it was because I ate and I drank last night. And what I ate wasn't too greasy. I have been avoiding greasy foods. I also am not craving them. I don't want anything fried. I don't want anything greasy. Like I don't want a burger. I don't want French fries. And y'all know how I am. I love a burger. I love a fry. I love a steak. And I'm just not interested in any of those things. Okay. So Maisha says, a few of my clients, she's an esthetician. She says, a few of my clients lost it so fast we had to add microneedling and microchanneling to tighten their skin. Okay. So to that point, and this was, me, I'm researching everything, brand partnership or not. I'm researching everything because I need to be able to tell you the things. So I'm not necessarily worried about that, but I am going to pay attention to that. There are a couple of things that can happen, like when you do rapidly lose the weight and then you can have some saggy skin. There's a couple of things that can contribute to that. One, they don't have enough protein intake. And two, they're still not working out and lifting. And that's when you get what they'll call like the Ozempic face and like the saggy things like that. This week I just started. I wanted to see what it was just doing by itself. But next week might be hard because I'm actually traveling for work. I'm traveling for work all week. But I will be incorporating exercising in conjunction with. This is not just a shortcut, a cheat for me. Like, I guess you could say it's technically cheating, but I'm really using it as a kickstart and plan to maintain. So I am committed to doing 3 months of it. We'll see where I get in 3 months and if it's something that I want to take just a little bit further. But this is not something that I intend to stay on for a long period of time. But that is good to know. So for any of you that might be in the DMV that are on your journey and maybe you're losing some, elasticity and volume in your skin, please hit up Maisha, and you can do some microneedling and microchanneling to help tighten your skin. Okay, Mallory says, what is the reason to increase the dose? I believe the reason to increase the dose is like just slowly walking you up. I think my girlfriend, who's been doing it for over a year now, because I literally just asked her today, I think she's on 10. And she's lost maybe, I think she told me she's lost 50 pounds. I have another girlfriend who called me yesterday. I didn't know she was doing it. Like, the girl posted a picture the other day, or maybe like a week ago. And I was like, I thought it was a throwback picture because she looked so good and so snatched. I thought it was a throwback picture. And then I was like, wait, with that hair, that's recent. And I was just like, okay, girl. Now here's the thing. I saw her, and this is like totally an aside. I tried not to talk. Like, we notice when someone has lost weight and they look really good and they're snatched, right? I try not to say that and point that out because as a woman, we all know. Like, I've had seasons where y'all been like, oh, girl, you're so snatched. What are you doing? And I'm like, stress, starvation, and sleep deprivation. Life has me by the fucking throat. So I try not to do that because if someone's not in a good, healthy space, I don't want to fuck them up. Be like, your life's so fucked up, but now you look good. So I noticed it, but then, when she called me and told me, and she was like, oh, I noticed that you're on it. I didn't want to say anything until, you started it. She was like, yeah, girl, I've been on it since October. And I think she said she started at 175. I started 176. And she's now 139. So I'm like, oh, it's doing the things. Girl, yes, Zofran causes constipation so damn bad. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments. Yes, it'll show on your neck if you're not working out. And baby, I'm not going for it. See, Ebony, you got to stay on it. You got to lift every day. Yeah, it's not my experience, and I don't play with the constipation because I had constipation very, 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 very bad during chemo. So I know it's something to look out for. But I do also have all of the things that, let's see, Senecot was like the best thing that I tried when my constipation was like really, really bad during chemo. Let's see. Okay, so Ken says, it's so crazy because you feel so full so fast. You can be mid-bite and be like, nah, I'm done. It happened to me today. I got the penne rosa pasta from Noodles and Company. This is a bowl that I normally punish all of it. Penne rosa pasta with shrimp. And I took about like 4 bites, damn near a quarter, and then like literally felt sick. I was like, ugh, I can't do it. I'm snatched. I'm svelte. I can't eat another morsel. Any change in energy? I know you said you weren't doing any. Right now, it doesn't feel like a change in energy. And I don't know if this might be something like when I dose up. But you can have fatigue. I haven't been tired. I've been fine. I've just been doing my best to try to like stay hydrated, and that's it. Okay, she says, I'm in a weird place where I'm happy with my body, but I know I need to lose more weight. Also worried about how it will affect other meds I take. Definitely, if you are on other things, I definitely would consult and make sure it's not something that's counteracting. I definitely also understand like the being in the weird place. The other thing for me in making the decision to do semaglutide is, like I've shared, I am beyond grateful that I beat cancer and that, like Tisha Campbell, I'm still here. But two things can be true at the same time. I'm very grateful that I'm here. I still honor that this is the body that got me through the fight, but this is not a body in a shell that I'm used to, and it's not comfortable, and I would like to get back to something else. And the thing is, I did not survive to not live, and in living, I'm going to look and feel exactly how I want to look and feel, and that's what I'm working towards. My dosage is 0.25. This is my very first week. Ooh, and I have PCOS, so my doctor asked if I wanted to try it. I have heard the PCOS stories of the girls, and I'm not saying that you are trying to get pregnant, but if there are any of the PCOS girlies that are trying to get pregnant, baby, they're getting on semaglutide and they are getting knocked the fuck up and it's sticking. Literally, the first thing that is said on my prescription, very first thing, that's why I said, when they say it loud and proud, this is a dangerous girl. It will affect the efficacy of your oral contraceptives. The girls are going to get pregnant. The girls are getting pregnant. Okay, she says, I already struggle with appetite because of other med side effects. I feel like I won't eat at all on this med, which worries me. Again, it's actually not uncommon for me to zone out and not eat and then kind of like just snack throughout the day. I really am probably going to have to just have like very small, tiny meals and make sure that I've got to get back to meal prepping. And then just have little small bites and maybe like even alarms on my phone like, hey girl, you need to eat. Because if it's not me being cognizant and aware that I need to eat something to still put some kind of fuel in my body, yeah, it's very easy to just not eat at all. And that's not healthy either. So you do have to be intentional. Let's see. I'm at a place where I just eat the protein out of a rice or pasta bowl because you will get full fast. Very full. Very full fast. Baby, I was looking at them little penne noodles like, I can't do it. I can't do anymore. Like, even I went to the little cafe at my job and just got a turkey sandwich. And they cut it in half. And I could only eat half of the sandwich. And then I got like a little bag of potato chips. And I could only eat half of that bag. And I was fine. I was completely fine. Have you read anything on hair loss and thinning? I did. I don't know. What I don't know yet, and I can look into that, is how those who have experienced it, how far along they were in their journey before they started to experience that. Was it like a number of months? Was it actually like a certain dosage? That I'm honestly not aware of yet. Well, I have my computer here, so, you know, that's nothing but a quick look up. But let's see, hair loss. Let's see. Okay, so it's what I thought. So when I did see that hair loss could be a thing, I honestly wasn't worried about it too much. Not because I was already bald and lost all my hair from chemo, but I think for those, depending on their dosage and things like that, it can happen. And I don't think a lot of people know this, but like even when you go get like gastric bypass or a surgery like that, or bariatric surgery, a lot of them experience hair loss because they're having rapid weight loss. Rapid weight loss can cause hair loss. So a lot of people who have done those surgeries, their hair is like really, really thin. They don't have edges, like they lose all the things. So that wasn't surprising to me because that was something that I already knew. But I honestly don't anticipate that will happen to me. I just don't think I'm going to drastically lose weight like that. And any of my girlfriends so far who have been doing it for quite some time, I haven't heard that from any of them. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I'm on Zepbound. I had a doctor's appointment, down 45 pounds. All right. How long have you been on it now that you're down 45 pounds? Definitely put reminders on your phone to eat. Yes. And I saw that too. Like, you've got to up your protein. And I actually saw that Dr. Nalzardan from My 600 Pound Life, he actually posted and was like, y'all are doing these shots and like that's fine, but y'all look saggy and flabby because y'all not working out and you're not upping your protein. So when he said that, I was like, bet. Let's see. Okay, so she's like, the only reason she's bringing it up because she cut her locks off after 5 years and realized that her texture completely changed. It could have. Let's see. And she says it's thinner now. Okay, she says she also keeps protein shakes around when she doesn't feel like eating. I thought about that as well. My only thing about that is I've never met a protein shake that I liked the taste of. Which just reminds me, a brand did actually send me some protein powders that I can actually put like in Greek yogurt. I think I shared them on a live or something one time before, but I actually have never used them yet. So I might try that. But I'm just like not hungry, but I know I need to fuel my body with something, but I don't be hungry. So I don't know if anybody else has any other questions, and I don't know if I covered everything. I think I did. See, Garden of Life collagen peptides is tasteless and can be mixed with anything. I also dislike protein shakes. Yeah, I don't like most protein shakes are either vanilla, chocolate, peanut butter, and I don't like chocolate. I don't like peanut butter. Okay, mix it in coffee, tea, or any other drink. Okay, I don't drink coffee, but I am a tea girl. But yeah, I've been feeling good so far. Okay, so you've been on it since January. Okay, down 45 pounds since January. No hair loss. Also been doing Pilates, walking, occasional gym visits. Okay. I'm gonna try it, but I feel like at this point I've done enough things that I'm not too fond of as a part of discipline during chemo. So if it's having to down some protein shakes just so my body's getting what it needs, I don't have a problem with that. But I will say I did some, because I'm extra and I do the most. So I only brought this upstairs, which I'm going to have to go put it back downstairs. Because it needs to go. It belongs in the fridge. But this is my little vial. Mine did not come like preloaded in, because like I think my girlfriend, her medicine is already in each one. And mine, I have to actually draw it out and do it myself and then inject myself, which is fine. I just feel like a little Nurse Betty when I do it. I've only been on it since Monday, so this is my first week. So these are just initial thoughts. So far so good. I would have to look at full pricing for you, Candace. It's always so weird saying Candace to another Candace. But because I am working in conjunction with this company, I will have a discount code for your first month. And I think that code, the first month, is $199, which I believe it might normally be $500 for the month. But I need to follow up and get specifics for you. So yeah, so it's just, I draw out my medicine. I am also extra. I went and got a box of the alcohol prep pads so I can clean my injection site. I also went and got my own little container to dispose of my used needles. And just because I'm coming off of chemo and all the things that I have been through, I did also get myself a blood pressure cuff because I just want to make sure that I am doing the thing. So these are things I bought separately on my own just because I was like, I need to have the things. Yes, Ethan, if there's a code I can give, I'm going to give a code. But the thing is, this was something that I planned to do before the company reached out anyway. So it was just, a blessing that they did, because it literally was like, okay, from my lips to God's ears. I said I wanted to do it, and they reached out. I did not reach out to them. They reached out to me blindly, and that was, I was still in Houston when they reached out, and I'm just doing it now. So I still was like, let me actually look into this and research it before I sign off and say that I'm going to do anything. And I took a minute even sharing it with y'all because y'all know I'm not about to just share and say anything. So, I do just still want to make sure that, I am okay. And I did, also make sure with them, like, look, if something happens to me and I got to pull out of this, like, this agreement is null and void, right? Because absolutely not. And I'm not lying about anything. So, it's just also just a thing, so when the content pops up, but I got to find my link. But I think even before I make any reels or stories or anything like that, I was trying to dig in my email, but I believe I do already have my link or whatever that you guys can go through and save on your first month and like do your consultation and things like that. So even though this, this is with a medical weight loss facility, and they do have, board certified physicians and things like that, this is not through my direct PCP. I know some people, like my mom wanted it and her doctor told her no, because she's only borderline diabetic, but she's not full-blown diabetic or pre-diabetic. So some places will tell you yes, just based upon your BMI. Some places will tell you yes, based upon your A1C. It depends. So as always, I would say, talk to your physician with anything else that you have going on. But I'm here to tell you, as someone who just beat cancer, it sounds really, really fucked up, but keeping your weight down and being healthy is a benefit to you. Because I kept saying, if I had other health issues, compounding issues with going through cancer, it could have been even worse. Like, I wasn't diabetic. I didn't have, heart disease. I didn't have kidney and liver issues. These drugs are already beating you up. So if I would have had those on top of that, it just could have been even worse. So I am just in a season of trying to get back down and maintain and do the things. So, and be snatched, because my 40th birthday is in 2 months. My 40th birthday is in 2 months, and I am trying to be svelte, honey, okay? I can't wait till my face slims up a little bit, and then my clavicle comes back out and gets to popping. It's over for you at that point, okay? It's over for everyone once my clavicle is back. And this back roll is gone. It's really over for y'all. So I'm now, and I know like things will change, but I will continue to update everyone as I go through the journey. But I am committed to 3 months, and I will see from there if I continue to do it. Yeah. I don't know if anybody has any other questions. I think I covered most of the things that people asked the other day. I think so. But yeah, so far, first week of semaglutide, my dose is 0.25. I've been feeling pretty good. I just haven't been hungry. I'm already down 5 pounds in like 4 or 5 days. And I'm going to be doing it for at least 3 months. I didn't have I guess I kind of had like a weight loss goal in mind, just because I know previously my personal, where I really wanted to be was like 145 to 150. Because I used to literally have it on my on my refrigerator. I used to have it like a picture of myself like in a bikini, and I literally used to be titled like Race to 145. I used to be on the Race to 145. So if I had a number in my mind, 145, 150. I started at 176 on Monday. I'm going to try to only weigh myself once a week. I just happened to weigh myself this morning because I was like, I just still feel even lighter. And the other thing was, the pants I have on today, I literally wore them last Thursday. And they do not fit the same. Like, they were soggy this morning. And that's what prompted me to get on a scale. I really don't want to focus on the number. I really want to focus just on losing the weight and how I look and how I feel. But just for tracking purposes, I am going to, at minimum, be weighing myself once a week. So every time I do my injection, I'm going to weigh myself. See, that's the thing. The pant size are going to change quickly. And y'all know I just did this haul at American Eagle for jeans. So all these size 10s. We'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens to all these jeans that I bought. They just might all just be baggy relaxed, which is fine by me. Except for the flares that I got. I don't want those. I'm gonna save the live. I'll save the conversation. So anybody that came in late, if they want to watch it later, I will save it and put it up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to enjoying shopping for clothes again. That was another thing that has been really, really hard and stressful. Needing new clothes and not feeling comfortable in anything. And like now I have this new job and I have to be more client facing now. So I have to get back in my bag like I used to be. Going to conferences and events and things like that. And baby, I used to be conference killer, okay? And my pencil skirts and my dresses and all the things. So I'm trying to get back to that. Oh yeah, Chloe just jumped down and she ran out. Listen. Oh yeah, once I get back being able to work out and do my squats and lift like I used to, my legs and my butt will be back. Because everybody keep talking about like, oh, you got a little butt back here. I'm like, girl, I lost a lot of my butt. I'm trying to get it back. So that is one of the things I can't wait. I can't wait to get my soccer legs back and get my butt back. So I'm excited to get some tone and some muscle back. So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else. But like I said, I will keep everyone abreast of this journey. So when you see the content, it'll be there. I'm going to try and go dig for the link to where you can save for your first month. I know they sent it to me. I have to find it. But yeah, we out here getting skinty. Y'all know I say get snatched or die trying. And that's the season that I'm in. And just like feeling good and, you know, trying to get back to me. Because a girlfriend of mine, my friends ask the best thoughtful questions. And a girlfriend of mine, she asked me, how do you feel in this new body? And that was the first time someone asked that. You know, I like when my friends ask me things that really make me sit down and think. So, and like I said, it's just a very awkward space. Grateful to be here. Honoring that this is the body that got me through. Still not recognizing and connecting with the physical body that I have right now. And I just really want to connect as someone who's very in tune with her body. I just want to be able to connect with my body in a different way again. So still loving her, still getting to know her, trying to treat her really, really good. And, you know, just do what's best for her. And it's best for me to be snatched. That is when I am my best. When I am snatched. So, just trying to get back there. But if anyone else has any other questions, please feel free to DM me at any time. You know, I'm open. I will answer all questions. I will be saving the live. But it is almost 8 o'clock now. I'm going to try to go nibble on something, even though I'm not hungry. but I'm about to decompress and watch some shows. I love you all, and I will see you later.